Hello everyone, this is Shelby with Shelby Creations. Welcome back to the Dragon's Den. I'm sorry if I sound a little rough, and I know this video should have come out this morning, but I have got a cold. But I do want to, come on and because we're working in our interactive journal, so I wanted to at least do another page. And I had an idea. I'm not sure if it's going to work, but we'll try it. Let me get my ink out here. I've done some things ahead of time, mainly because I just don't feel good. But I do want to get the video done because I am back in the Dragon's Den. Now, a lot of this I have to continue to cut by hand because my cutter is back behind a cart that we use for mailing. So, and I can't reach it right now. So, but since I'm only doing one side of this page, that much done. Put that on there. Now, first things first, I want to get this down as my background. Write some glue. And I just filled these bottles up, so there should be plenty in here. Get that down. Good enough. That works. Let me close this up for a minute. Excuse me, man. I have got to get rid of this heavy sweater. It has been so cold here for the past few days, and now we're up, I think, 60? But we're not going to get any snow because it's going to rain. When it rains, we get weather warm enough that there's not going to be any snow. So all I'm doing is cutting this strip here. Now I'll tell you what. First of all, we'll set that over there for now. What I have done, I want to make a waterfall, but I want to do more than just, one or two. So I've got 5, and they're 3x5 papers. And of course there's, stuff on both sides. And I did pick out some, these are all stickers. But I want it to flip. So I remember seeing this years ago. Well, not years, but it hasn't been recent. And yes, it has been a few years. All right, get that in there right. Now I'm going to come down every ½ inch and score all the way across. Now this is supposed to be 5 inches too. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I got 5 of those. Well, where's the top? Now, I'll come in here and I'm going to fold them. And now I buy new foam folders and I keep using the same one. Okay, we'll do the next one. Just going to finger fold them right now. There's that one. And then that one. And one more. Come on. There we go. Now, what I need to do, I need to make sure that these are all going to fold correctly. So this is where I go back and make sure that the edges are right, and then crease. I probably should have done that ahead of time, but you know me. I usually wait and do things not so much ahead of time, but just when I need them. Now, I'm not worrying about this end yet, but on here, you see I've got all these different little tabs. What I want to do is I'm going to glue these onto here. And this is basically about 5 inches, so about the same way. Now, let's see, where do I want to start here? Let's start at the end. I want to get these sort of, I got some that go sideways, some that go right way. So I'll put them on here like this. Excuse me. So we'll start with the first one here. Put glue on that. And then we're going to come in here. I don't want it to go all the way to the edge of that fold. I need to leave just a little bit there. Sort of like that. Okay, now put the other one down. Yeah, I didn't feel so bad yesterday. I thought I was getting better, and then today it's like, wham. And one of those, oh yeah, you're thinking again type things. I know I'm leaving more space up there, but, you know, like I tell you, it's your journal, it's my journal. But, like I said, I remember seeing this several years ago, probably about 3 or 4 years ago. And I never really got into where I could do it, because something else would come along on YouTube and I would forget. So, get this one down. Is that glue red going there? I can't tell. Now I'm also trying to make sure that these all line up as I go down. Okay, last one. All right, there goes the glue. Put that one right up there. So they're pretty much even. Give them all a good press. I'm going to close that up for a minute. Now, this way, you know, if you pull, see, it's going to go like that. That's what I want. Excuse me. So what I'm going to do, before I do anything else, I want to put my little stickers here. And I'm using stickers because, yeah, I bought them. I need to use them. All right. Someplace to stick that tape for a moment. And we'll do this one front and center. Why not? There goes one. Since I've got that on the back, I'm not going to worry about the back. What else do I have in here? Picked out a bunch of things. This looks interesting. Which way would it go? Go this way, I think. Not really sure. But it looks like the right way. I'm going to put this one over here. Why? Because that's right where it fell. Now, on to the next one. I'll put this one down. Come on off. Okay, move you over there. Sort of push that one more on that side. This one, I like these little things. I got a couple of them. I don't know if this one's, that one's too tall. So we'll do these two. And none of these probably go together, but we make them go together. All right, this one I'm going to put way over here, way on that side, and this one here. I'm going to put way over here. Ta-da! Now we got one more. Ooh, that's a big one. Let's do this one. Why not? You know, I've got all these supplies, especially all the ones that I got while I was at Nikki's. So I got to use them. All right, there's all of those. Now, this is trash. These I can put out of the way. Now, what I'm going to need is, let me see my page again. So, my page is a little wider than this thing here. But I need this to move. So, we'll do it this way. I'm going to go from here to here. Make sure I get that even there. Got that? Yes. Now, come back in here. And I'm going to trim it off here. Now, let me think. What can I use? Let's see, that goes there. This can actually come up some. So I want to trim this off. Get out my little chopper here. Maybe about an inch below. Just like that. We've got that part. Excuse me, just a moment. Go ahead, girl. More needed to get up under my desk. Now, which one? This one. See, this will go here, and it's supposed to slide. But I think I've got it. I think the bottom part here is too wide. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to eyeball it. I'm going to come in just like this. Because I remember that, you know, they're supposed to be along the same, the tab is supposed to be the same width as this, but then I think it was for a larger book. Like I said, it's been several years. Cut it out to there. All right, that'll give me more of a pull tab. Get rid of those, and then I can pull this one down here. Yeah. So, let me put this one down. Like I said, I don't know if it's going to work or not, but we will try. That way, because I want it up this part to where this is hidden beneath it. just right along there, because what you need to do now is glue this part to this part. So I'm going to put just a little bead of glue right here. Get that in there centered. That where I want it. And it's down. Now with wet glue, you do have a moment of fidget time where you can go back and fiddle with it. So, did I remember everything, or have I totally messed up? Let's see. Why isn't that coming down? That's supposed to glue. Aha, that's why. Because this thing here is not wider. So, I flubbed, but it still gives me a waterfall. Yeah, the glue came off of there. So, but anyway, that was my idea. Now that I see that it's not really going to work right. But I don't care. I've got it. So note to self, make these shorter, and then make the tab under here, the slot that goes in, make that wider than what this is. But anyway, I think it turned out pretty good. And I can still, well no, I can't take it out. You say, yeah, I can still take it out. No, Shell, you can't. So I'm gonna just put that one down there. And there. Yeah. It's just that bottom part, it would go completely through if this wasn't 3 inches or 5 inches across, maybe 4.5. And that probably would have fit better. But I only have so much width. So, if y'all try it, let me know how it worked for you. And at least now you know that if you're going to do one, make sure that everything fits. So, that's what we did today. And like I said before, please forgive me because I do have a cold or something's wrong with me. It's been this way for like 3 days now. Well, not 3. Tuesday. Yeah, because I did Tuesday's video on Monday. So yeah, I woke up Tuesday with this. So, this is it. Like I said, it's not perfect. I still have some tweaking to do, but the concept is still good. I'll figure out how to tweak it, and then this is another reason why we're doing our pages outside of our book. Because if I decide, oh, well, this failed, which it did, and I don't want to put it in my book, it's not in there. So I can easily say, oh, well, I won't put this page in, we'll try something else. Or it gives me time to do another one that has smaller cards on it. So, anyway, that's it. I'm so happy you stayed with me through this little failure. Or let's say a learning experience. Because, now I know what not to do. And what to do. What to do differently. So, if you've enjoyed what I've shared with you today, please give me a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to my channel. And yes, we do have an Etsy store up. Right now, it's still in the progress of putting things in. I think all we have in there right now is a few journals and memory albums. But after the first of the year, there'll be a lot more going in it. So, and I will, if I can figure it out, I'll leave the link to the Etsy store in the comments below, or in the description below. Can you tell I'm sick? I can't even talk straight. But anyway, hopefully I will be better by Saturday for our next video. Have no idea what it's on. It's just whatever. We are still working in the Dragon's Den, still trying to get things figured out. Maybe by Saturday, the area where my cutter is will be cleaned out. Hopefully. Keep your fingers crossed. So until next time, bye guys.